O heavenly King, Son of God, so exalted, treasury of blessings and giver of life, come in the Holy God, holy mighty, holy Lord, have mercy on us. Holy God, holy mighty, holy Lord, have mercy on us. Holy God, holy mighty,
As the early Christians gathered in catacombs amongst the tombs of the martyrs, so too will the next service begin with the interring of relics of martyred saints. The altar is about to be constructed during that same ceremony, and after the service, the Orthodox Church in Santa Maria, California, will never be the same. This will be a consecration, one of the rarest services of the Orthodox Church. To consecrate a building means to set it apart, to dedicate a space entirely to the worship and service of God. It will happen only once in each story of an Orthodox temple. And a Christian is fortunate if they see only one such service in a lifetime. Orthodox priests have journeyed from across California to be present today, alongside 2 archbishops, several deacons, and the entire local community of Orthodox Christians. In the sanctuary, the meticulous construction of the altar continues after the placing of the relics. It is an intricate ceremony in which centuries-old prayers and hymns are accompanied with rich ancient traditions. Throughout its construction, the altar will be repeatedly washed with water, anointed with oil and wine, and sealed with a unique blend of wax and fragrant spices. The altar is thus representative of Christ himself, anointed for burial. To bless with water is to restate God's sovereignty over the world and that which is being blessed. It is part of the Orthodox Church's continuous pattern of reorienting ourselves and the entire cosmos towards the light of Christ. The nails for the altar's top have been specially cast and are hammered in by stones that will be left to remain within the altar frame. Around the altar area are icons of bishops in past ages. These bishops too once participated in services exactly like this one. The corners of the altar are decorated with icons of the four evangelists, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, showing forth the importance of the Gospels to the worship of the one true God. The prepared altar is enshrouded in a simple white cloth. Secured again with fragrant wax and a length of rope. A royal procession takes place around the rapidly transforming building in a pattern of prayer dating back to the days of Moses. This procession shows that the spiritual reality of the building, like the people who worship within it, will also affect the world around it.
Blessed art thou always, O Christ our God, now and ever, and unto ages of ages. Amen. Lift up your gates, O ye princes, and be ye lifted up, ye everlasting gates, and the King of glory shall enter in.
When the people once again re-enter the church, they symbolically follow the grand entrance of the King of glory passing through the open gates.
In his house like unto heaven, the boast of the universe, the true altar of thine ineffable glory, and send down upon us upon thine inheritance.
The inner altar is now complete.
And according to the divine David, renew a right spirit in our
All
hearts,
of this painstaking work is now covered with an ornate outer layer, raised by the priests. Decorative and crafted especially for this building, this will be what is seen by the community for years to come over the sealed work and relics within. A display of beauty to hearken to the beauty of the heavenly kingdom. Every wall of the building is carefully anointed with oil and blessed with water. From the east to the west, from the south to the north, that the light of this community may shine to all the world around it. When Archbishop Daniel addressed the congregation, he pointed out that this was no longer the building it had been. It is now truly set apart. Like Jacob's ladder, it now stands as a meeting place between heaven and earth. Archbishop Benjamin added to this by saying that the building had been treated much like an Orthodox Christian at baptism. Washed with waters as in a baptism, anointed with oil as in a baptism, and clothed in white as at a baptism. He reminded everyone present to not forget the temple made of living stones. That is ourselves. Consecrated, set aside, a place in which God is welcome. With the work of the consecration complete, the community embarks again to a celebration of the Divine Liturgy. At its core, this liturgy is like any other that takes place in Orthodox churches around the world. That is, the people of God gather in celebration through hymns and scriptures. And alongside angels and saints, unite in worship of God, Father, Son, and Holy Spirit.